What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section. Let me know your favorite props on the day, what you think about the props that we have on the board so far. There's going to be more props added. This is early on in the day, so right now I'm just going off of what's available on Prize Picks as of right now to get y'all started, get y'all a little nice little two-pick flex going, get you guys a little free money in your pockets tonight on your boy. All right, I will be using the Props Made Easy prop tool, which is for now over at Greenlight DFS, comes with memberships and all that good stuff. So I'm using the Props Made Easy props tool to make these decisions. Amazing stat projections to be able to, give you a good idea of the best plus EV value on a slate or not. So immediately, when you look at the Props Made Easy tool today, the first guy that pops up for you guys, as you would see if you have access, like I said, the Props Made Easy prop tool will be available to the open public here in probably a month or so. Right now, it's just Greenlight exclusive members, but the Props Made Easy tool, what's great about it is it pulls in all these analytics that you would normally go research and pulls it in and gives you a stat. Okay, it gives you a projected stat number that gives you an idea whether the guy will go over or under. Okay, so instead of doing all of those hours of research to have success, you can immediately know the answer immediately when you open up the tool. So Keldon Johnson is one of the best under calls of the day so far right now. Okay, so here's the deal: a lot of times the sharpest bets can be the under bets because nobody wants to see things go under. They want to see points scored. They want to see all these good things happen. Nobody really likes to bet unders. I myself am even a victim of that. I try to avoid unders as much. The Props Made Easy tool has made me way more into playing unders just because it really pops more on these unders and really makes it easy to understand which unders are there and why they're amazing plays and all that good stuff. So I've been playing more unders as of late and been having a lot of success with it because unders, like I said, are some of the sharpest bets you can make because people are always betting the over and they're inflating lines where you can just kind of grab underneath that. A lot of times bookmakers and all that stuff will even put these guys a little higher because they know people are going to want to bet the under. You know what I mean? They know where people prefer to bet, and a lot of times people don't like to bet unders. But on Keldon Johnson today, we're going to be sharp betters. We're going to play the under on points and assists. Now, Keldon Johnson's not much of an assist guy. At the most, sometimes he's going to get you maybe 2 assists, okay? But for the most part, he's going to have to do his 27 that he's going to need to go over this. He's going to need to do that predominantly on points. I don't see him doing that today against Washington. Porzingis is healthy down low, a big body guy down low to kind of affect Keldon down there in the inside. I think Keldon could have a solid game. I don't see Keldon getting 27. So 26 and a half, I'm definitely going under that. If you look at his points assists over the entire season, right? You look over the season, he's averaging 24.4 points assists per game over the season. 24.4, okay? Over the last 10, 24.6. So it's kind of still around that same range. He's averaging right around 24 points plus assists per game on average over the last 10 over the season. It's a normal thing. Now, one interesting thing that you can see when you look at Keldon Johnson is the closing line. Like when you look at closing lines on guys. So like, for example, let's say LeBron James opens at a 40.5 PRA, right? And by the end of the day, he's up at a 42.5. The closing line of these guys for Keldon Johnson, for example, his last game, it closed at a 24 and a half points assist. 23 and a half points assists, 24 and a half, 25 and a half, 24 and a half, 25 and a half. It hasn't been 26 and a half like it is right now since January 15th. It hasn't been over 26 and a half since January 6th against Detroit, where he only ended up getting 9. Okay? So that kind of gives you an idea that this is set a little higher than it should be. I'm running the under on 26 and a half points assists, and I hope you will too. Next up, Scottie Barnes, as you can see on your screen right now. Scottie Barnes is a beast. This dude can do everything. He can score points, assists, rebounds, all that good stuff he does on the floor. You are missing guys here, okay? You have OG out for Toronto, OG Anunoby, whatever. This is a heavy minute guy, a decent usage guy whose usage has been going up as his career goes on. where with him out is definitely going to help Scottie. Now, this isn't the usual Phoenix team that you think about, okay? They're decimated. They have no Devin Booker, no Jay Crowder, no Landry Shamet, whatever. I mean, they still have Chris Paul and still have Ayton. But at the end of the day, Scottie Barnes is going to be expected to do a lot on the boards, and he usually will. By the way, with Keldon Johnson, the props made easy projection for him as well. I want to add that in when I'm talking about these guys. The projection for Keldon Johnson's points assists, I have him at 25, low 25. So I'm even putting him higher than what he's usually doing because of the matchup against Washington, but it's still lower. Okay? So I'm going to make sure I add in also our projection on the Props Made Easy tool to kind of give you a sure thing idea. Scottie Barnes with his rebounds. At 6.5 rebounds, the Vegas likes the over here at minus 135. I completely agree. Not only is Vegas on the over here, but I also agree with it. My projection's over 7.2 to be exact on the Props Made Easy. Well, not mine. Like the analytics projection is 7.2 for the rebounds for Scottie Barnes today, so it also likes the over. And then when you take a look at Scottie Barnes's, like how Scottie Barnes does on a regular basis, this dude gets boards, okay, plain and simple. And with OG out, he's going to get even more. Now, also, this is going to be a close game. This should be a competitive game. The spread's only 2 for Phoenix at home in Phoenix because they're so decimated by injuries right now. If you look at Scottie Barnes' rebounds, okay, you will see he has gone over 7 of the last 10 games. On the season, he averages 7.08 rebounds per game. Over the last 10, he averages 7.9 rebounds per game, almost 8 rebounds per game. That's a whole 1.5 higher than here. He has hit this number in 7 of the last 10. Okay, and like I was talking about with Keldon Johnson before, sometimes you can look at the closing line to get an idea whether it's value or not too sometimes. And with Scottie Barnes, out of the last 10 games, only twice has his closing rebound line been lower than 7. Only twice. It's only been 6.5 against Portland, where he got 10 rebounds, and against Milwaukee, where he ended up getting 13. Now he's back to 6.5 once again. That's just too low. I'm seeing 7 here at least for Scottie Barnes, and we also have him projected at 7 going against Phoenix here. I love Scottie Barnes with no OG. And that's about it, y'all. Get y'all started on this prize pick slate. A little 2-pick flex for you guys to run. As you guys know, I've talked about this before, but with prize picks, playing 2-pick flex, instead of always trying to go with, as you guys know, I did my first prize pick video for the NFL slate yesterday, right? And I gave y'all a 6-pick flex just as like an excitement first video of the stuff to give y'all a nice little, something. And we hit 5 of those 6 and had an amazing day. The only one that didn't hit was Pacheco, unfortunately. But he had his opportunities. But anyway, so he did come short. So we hit 5 of the 6 on the first day with the 6-picks flex. But that's not the smart way to always bet this stuff, okay? The best way is to balance out. Like find your favorite place and then play different variations of 2-player flexes. That way, if one variation doesn't work, you have other variations that can bail you out pretty much. The same kind of thing like in daily fantasy sports, where you want to play cash games because it's just the safer option to get in the cash more on a regular basis. And when you're not hitting in GPPs, most times that cash line can kind of bump you up into getting some money back. Same kind of situation here. All right. So Keldon Johnson under 26.5 for points assists. By the way, the Vegas line for him as well, just to add that as well. All of that's on the Props Made Easy tool, but you can see that it's at a minus 130. For the under. So the money is on the under as well as we are as well. I haven't projected at 25. Scottie Barnes, I haven't projected at 7. So both of these are fantastic. Not only does Vegas agree, but the Props Made Easy prop tool agrees as well. Let's get this money tonight, y'all. Thank you for joining me as always. Let me know what you think of these videos and if I need to continue doing these videos. I'm about to make my daily fantasy sports video for today's slate right after this one. So I appreciate you watching, and I'm out. Peace.